Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a topic video on what are my expectations for Incredibles 2. Now, before I start this topic video, just want to say this will be the last set of videos with this echoey room. I'm sorry, I will be back in my normal set with the next set of videos. Also guys, if you have any recommendations for future topic videos, please let me know in the comments below. If I answer them, that means that a couple of weeks will either be on Comic Uno or Comic Frontline, because I double dose my topic videos. Usually for Comic Uno, I have them every Friday for my comic book reviews, and for Comic Frontline, I have them every Sunday or Monday, so you could recommend away. Now moving on to my expectations for Incredibles 2. Now, if you don't know, I'm a huge Disney fan, and if you also don't know, Incredibles is my favorite movie of all time. I love The Incredibles, and, you know, mixes everything I love. Disney, and superheroes, and in this cool family dynamic. So, what we learned from D23 is that Incredibles 2 is going to take place right after Incredibles 1. Now, for all these years, fan, expectations and theories, if this movie was going to happen, finally it is happening, is that it would take place in the time period that's passed by for us as viewers. But no, they're keeping it right after the movie, which I think is smart. I mean, why not tell that story? There's so much story to tell after the movie. I think if there was that time period or that time jump, then we would wonder, like, what happened in the 14 years that we weren't watching? So I'm glad that they're telling it right after. And what we do know is that this movie is going to be more about Mrs. Incredible. So the original movie, I mean, it's about the whole family. There's good screen time for the whole family, but it really starts out in Mr. Incredible's point of view, that he wants to be a superhero again, but they're retired, and because of everything that's happened in superheroes in the past, they can't be heroes anymore. So we get to see really his point of view on that, and then the family kind of jumping in towards the end of the movie. But here it's going to be in Mrs. Incredible's point of view, who wanted that normal life for a long time. So now that she's a hero again, how's she going to balance everything? So I'm excited for that. And of course, I'm sure we're going to see with the whole family, but I'm glad that we're kind of getting it more for her, because I think she deserves that screen time. Now, the other characters that we left off on was Jack has powers, and they didn't know that, so that's going to be fun to see. Dash is on sports teams. Maybe we're going to see him make friends, and how he's going to hide his powers in school. And also, I think we're going to see the same thing with Violet. Now that she's opening herself up more, I think it's going to be this secret identity aspect that she's going to have to keep, that she might have her first boyfriend. So I'm really excited for that aspect, because that's what Incredibles was so great of, was that balance of, family, these stories we could all relate to, and then being a superhero. So this double life that I think was always well balanced. I hope we get to see the school aspect for the kids, and even more the parental aspect for Mrs. Incredible and Mr. Incredible. So a lot of expectations for this film. Of course, I'll be covering, trailers when it's released, and the movie itself when it's released, and it's sooner than later, which I'm happy about. But let me know in the comments below, what would you like to see from this movie? This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later.